going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Walter Boley.
And I'm Matt Harning.
This is Live Through Games, Podcast Reloaded, Episode 7. Matt, welcome back from being sick in the abyss of cold, whatever you had.
I watched a lot of Supernatural.
That's a good show. So, is this safe?
What?
Should I be wearing a mask?
I don't know. You're already sick.
Oh,
so
yeah. So I'm already contaminated.
I should be wearing a mask. I'm the only one here that's got a clean bill.
When the world ends, it's patient zero.
Walter Gold.
Wild card!
No.
No,
But-
Gordon.
See, we got light news. Not fresh news, we got light news. But we should start off just because it's not a video game topic, but it's okay to laugh, man. It's a conversational podcast.
It's just light
to
news.
laugh.
It's okay.
Oh, you did it again. You looked at us so funny.
But we're gonna talk about the Star Wars Episode 7 trailer. Oh, it's Episode 7 Podcast Reloaded.
What a coincidence. The podcast
We did this on
awakens.
purpose.
The podcast awakens.
There's been an awakening in Podcast Reloaded. But let's talk about that trailer a little bit.
Let's talk about the good first. I know that there's some salt.
To me, it was all good. I had no
They're good?
problems with the trailer.
I wish I would have saw Luke. Just a glimpse.
Or Han, or Leia, or anyone.
I'm okay if those people aren't in the movie. So.
I'm not.
Oh, where's that?
Well, I guess we'll start with the first little thing. I was at his house the day before the trailer came out, and I got duped, like many people, by this fake trailer, which is the best thing ever.
And I'm proud of it.
There was only one part where I was like, it looks a little bad. And Boba Fett was in the trailer, and I just like,
That's where
I was like,
It's
oh!
like it's fake.
Yeah, fake.
But about what's your highs of the trailer? What'd you like about it?
Millennium Falcon probably will come back.
The X-Wings and the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that
are fantastic.
scene with the X-Wings
Yeah.
in formation.
Yeah, the CGI looks fantastic. It looks like they are doing a lot of the practical stuff, though, because you saw the Stormtrooper outfits.
Those looked awesome.
Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure every Stormtrooper in the freaking prequels was CGI, it seemed like, but it looks like they're kind of going back to that route of trying to use as many practical effects as they
Well,
can.
I heard that they, when I was watching a rewind on it, on IGN, they were explaining that they said that it's like they try to keep it back old school,
Yeah.
but add like some small features like the little like lines that go into like the
It looks
mask
awesome.
and whatnot.
Their guns look badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yet, same retro feel. It's got that retro feel to it. when I just
Definitely.
looked at them.
My high points of it, Benedict Cumberbatch voicing it. I don't know, has it been confirmed it was him? I don't think it has.
I've
It
watched a
sounds
lot of Sherlock,
just like him.
and that sounds like Benedict Cumberbatch.
And I'm like 90% sure that Sith is him. And
Probably.
the Sith was amazing until the low of the trailer happened.
well,
me.
for him,
But
it's not really for me.
Millennium Falcon, yes. Stormtroopers, yes.
Lightsaber, yes.
Yeah.
I have something to say about that.
Oh, can't wait.
Please spill your heart out.
The droid, yes.
Yeah.
The soccer ball droid, yes.
Okay, get to the part you hate.
My only thing, why do they keep desecrating the most sacred thing in Star Wars? They've already desecrated the most sacred thing, and now there's only one sacred thing left that hasn't been touched. And they did, no. The Force. They desecrated the Force.
with the
prequels.
midichlorians.
Jesus Christ. And now this. The guard is literally useless because there's hilts sticking out, so if anyone slides down, they're still going to cut right through it. It's not doing anything. And who in a lightsaber fight is going to be like, oh, bash like that? No one's going to do that. It's literally
This
useless.
guy might.
It's literally probably just a fashion statement.
I know, and it's stupid. I did like the fact that the Sith's lightsaber blade itself looked like a little fiery, untamed a little bit. I liked that.
Untamed.
It looked like I'm a bad guy. That's what that lightsaber looked like. I don't want. They're already calling it like the light sword. I want something like the light claymore. No one wants that. That's not a lightsaber. Stop it. You could have got it perfectly, but
They're
you
not
didn't.
going to stop. The movie's that's happening.
Makes me sick.
Gotta add some new flair.
You know what was a really big fashion statement? Mace Windu's purple lightsaber.
I'm cool with that.
That was a fashion statement. I think this is more function over fashion. And I think you're going to see that function.
I hope so.
Plus, the Sith deserve to have some uniqueness to their lightsaber.
Yeah.
Instead of making it just red.
I like that fiery, untamed blade thing. It's looking good.
But that was a cool shot of him like walking through
Yeah.
the snowy forest.
Like I said, when you turn the lightsaber on for like a half a second, I was like, oh, I like it. And then, oh, no. No, no, no.
Oh, this is the guy who thinks Boba Fett's the coolest character in
I
Star
didn't
Wars.
say that.
You do think that,
I do, but not anymore. I can't because all my expanded universe is ruined.
February, if you're a comic book fan, Marvel starts publishing their Star Wars comics in February.
I
look into
will read select ones of those.
I'm not sure which series are coming out, but
I heard there's a Luke one. There's like the
Figuring that
regular. There's the regular Star Wars. Then there's like 3 spinoffs. I think there's a Darth Vader one. I want to say there's a Yoda one. Maybe a Han or Luke. Make a Boba Fett.
but those come out in February.
And I guess because we're on the movie topic. Another Star Wars. There's a leak that hasn't been confirmed yet that what was supposed to be, they think the Boba Fett standalone movie is a bounty hunter like smuggler movie based right before A New Hope, where they hire a group of bounty hunters to steal the plans for the Death Star. Yes.
Well, yeah, because like in the original trilogy, they just said we got the plans for the Death Star. They never said really how they got them. You just kind of assumed they had a spy or something, but
Boba
it
Fett,
could be cool to tie it in like that.
Boba Fett, Dengar, IG-88. Voss can't be in there because him and Boba Fett hate each other. But actually, never mind. They don't because there's no freaking expanded universe. So yeah, all the you're gonna see all the bounty hunters that Vader had in Episode 5, and that's gonna be amazing because Boba Fett's gonna be amazing.
I only want to see it if what happens with if all that's true. If what happens to get the Death Star plans somehow ties into what's happening into the events of 7 also.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to just be, here's how they got the plans and that's it. I want something to have some resonant effect that messes with 7. Maybe those bounty hunters get back together, like Episode 8 or something. Except for Boba Fett because he's dead.
He won't be. I know he won't be for one reason. There's too much money in him to be gone, and you can't deny that, and neither can you.
That's true, because people like you will buy it.
Exactly. I will buy
A simple man.
a lot of it. He is a simple man. He's all about that
No,
crap.
you're a simple man.
He's all about that money. He's all about that paper.
He's
And
not a
that's
simple
what,
man. He's
and
got a pretty
you know
complicated
this.
life.
You know what this
It's not
also
about that
shows that I like about this. It would show because if they help the rebels, it shows we're just here for money. We're not on either side. We're just here. Whoever has the most paycheck gives them the most money.
Yeah, but Luke doesn't need his help.
I never said he did.
We
Well,
never said
I
he
New
did.
Hope Luke would get his ass kicked to Boba Fett.
Well, we don't know that. We never saw him fight.
I know, but we did. Oh,
Yeah, but we all
He could
saw.
have been C3PO.
We all
bro.
saw who was part of taking down the Empire, and that was Luke Skywalker.
Han Solo?
He took out Darth
Han
Vader.
Boba Fett was taking down that indigestion. in the song,
Han
right?
Yolo?
Yeah, well, we'll let him fight Han Solo. No,
Oh.
Blind Han.
because if it's what you said, even though it's not technically real, if it's what you said, and he said that Boba Fett's the one who killed Luke's kid or uncle and all that
No,
stuff.
he was the one who trained the daughter to fight the son that turned Sith.
No, you're talking.
No,
he's
I'm
talking
talking
about the
about
fan
when you
theory
said-
that Boba Fett killed Luke's parents.
Luke's.
Oh, yeah.
I and his uncle.
You know.
You know that's right. He said
And if
no
that
incineration
happens,
this time.
and if
They're
that
incinerated.
happens, I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Boba Fett because he's going to be done.
Anyway, move past it.
And, yeah, another quick little thing. They're reshooting Avengers. A few
In
scenes.
January,
Probably, maybe adding in Ms. Marvel.
but confirmed is Loki. More
Yeah.
Loki shots for Avengers 2.
Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, Loki's
Everyone
awesome.
loves it. But alright, yeah, we'll just go into the news of the week. Light, like I said, it's light news. Nothing crazy. But number one,
Holy shit, that's crazy.
it's crazy. The Game Boy emulator patent was filed by Nintendo. There was, not rumors, but suggestions to Nintendo that they should enter into like the phone, like
Yeah.
cell phone market. Would this be, you think this is something for that, or something they're going to add on to their 3DS? Or their
I
next
can
handheld?
see that would do. I think that'd do pretty well on mobile devices. You get the Game Boy emulator.
Like you.
Yeah.
You already have one. You can't
Well, I have one on my Droid, but it was,
Yeah.
you know, not real.
I tried downloading it once and it didn't work out for me. I played Chrono Trigger and I couldn't save it. So I was like, this is frustrating.
No, I played one of the Pokemons, Fire Red, on my Droid.
It sucks because the majority of my guys, I have to trade them. So
I think
can't play this.
I think this was just like the Game Boy.
The Game Boy, so that's yellow, blue, red.
Yeah, like all those games. Good games.
Yeah.
Super Mario Land was on there. Not Super Mario Land. Yeah, Super Mario Lands were on there. 1, 2. Those are decent games. Real weird Mario games, but I liked them. Could be good. Hope they do it on smartphones.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they will.
That's just stupid amounts of money.
I don't know. I'm not very big into like I downloaded Minecraft on my phone and I don't like the whole.
Well, Minecraft is.
No more like Pokemon.
No, it's most purchased game on.
I just don't like playing it.
Oh well, I just don't know. It's kind of hard for me to like do the controls on it. It's a little weird.
Pokemon,
yeah, I could probably do it.
Because or like a Final Fantasy. That's not a Game Boy game, but like.
Yeah. Well, they put
Game
Boy. They put Final Fantasy on some of the Game Boy Advances.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm very excited for this. Game of Thrones Episode 1 arrives December 2nd.
It's tomorrow. For our time. Could be today for your time.
On Mac, PC, and North American PS4 region. Then followed releases for European PS4, Xbox One, and 360 on December 3rd, iOS on December 4th, and PS3 on December 9th. I don't know why they made so many freaking release dates. For this, I posted today the official, like, full trailer launch trailer for it. People were saying, like, oh, the graphics look like crap. I think it looks pretty good.
I mean, all the Telltale's games have kind of a weird shaded, like,
I
art
love
style.
Walking Dead.
Yeah. They have their own little style they put in the games that you can't really compare it to AAA titles. It's just different.
Seems like they got all the voice actors in it.
But they had like 4 or something that weren't in it.
Oh, well.
I mean, they got the major players.
Yeah.
I love it. They got Tyrion. That's all that matters.
I'm not I know, shoot me now, I'm not a big Game of Thrones fan, but I would look into it.
Yeah,
Too many floppy wieners.
South
In
Park
the trailer, they showed
Wiener?
they showed Theon. No spoilers, but they showed Theon
Being tortured.
with his wiener out.
I said no spoilers.
That means yes.
That's the spoiler.
That means yes.
All right.
Jeez,
They had old Theon, and it looks like Ramsay is going to be a big player in it. From what I got from the trailer.
Bolton. Ramsay Bolton. Okay.
Yeah. Big player, I think.
Well, I mean, if you liked The Walking Dead, if you liked Wolf Among Us, those games are highly critically acclaimed.
And Tales of Borderlands just came out.
Is that Telltale also?
They got amazing reviews too.
Tales of the Borderlands, like, these guys, they're good at this. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get nothing but quality.
I can't wait.
Also, since you said December 2nd, I do want to make the shout out that the season starts for World of Warcraft. The raids will be out tomorrow, and so will the seasons for PvP.
If you see a warlock with a green flame, it's this guy.
No, it's probably not. There's a lot of people that have it.
No,
but
it's just
I already just did my review on it, and I told them my gamer tag. So
that will be
shout
awesome.
out, hang out with Darth Malik. What? Star Wars shout out.
Matt's video review. It's gonna be good.
We'll see how that goes.
Whoa, negativity. I don't need that right now.
It's good, Matt. You went longer than I thought you would. I was. God damn it.
I didn't even realize it. You guys did that.
He spoke longer than I thought he would. I don't think I could have. I don't think I could have spoken for that long. It's a conversational podcast. All of our viewers.
This is blooper reels.
No, it's not.
It's not because it's going in.
Yeah, it's going in.
Because it's funny. God. You should
See what society has done.
I know, you should have heard this guy playing WoW the other day. He's talking about like tanking, and he's sitting there, he's like, guys, I just can't do it. He's like, 2 guys on top of me I can handle, but when there's like 4 or more, I just can't handle it. The other guy's like, oh, he sucked me off the level.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to tell my party what's going on. They need to know. I can't handle 4 guys, I need someone CC'd.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Games with gold for December are Worms Battleground for Xbox One. Then for 360, the games will be The Raven, Legacy of the Master Thief, from December 1st to 15th, and then on the 16th on will be SSX Snowboarding.
You know what? I've actually been thinking about that game lately.
SSX snowboarding is really fun.
I did enjoy that so
You have a
much.
360.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I mean, it'll take you back to a simpler.
Believe it or not, the best one I loved was 3.
SSX 3.
Yeah, and it was like it started when it was dying out.
Yeah.
Like I played the first one a lot. I didn't play I played a little bit of the second one, and the third one I just loved it. I like beat the holy hell out of it.
I only played one snowboarding game my whole life, 1080 for N64.
Oh, you like that realistic crap?
It was on N64.
No, it wasn't realistic at all, but I enjoyed it. I think Microsoft needs to step up their games with gold on Xbox One.
Yeah, Xbox One has been kind of lacking
Like-
for games with gold.
PlayStation is just giving out like ridiculous games. Like this
True.
month, number 4,
Mhm.
PS Plus December games for PS4 include Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition, Indie Shooter Secret Poncho for PS4, then PS3 there's a Hitman HD trilogy and Deadly Premonition, and finally for Vita
What?
Yeah.
they get Tower Defense game Final
I'm downloading that.
Yeah, PS3.
something.
Oh, it's PS3.
Yeah. And then for all three
Why does everything go
Vita,
with
PS3, and PS4, they get Titan Attacks as well. So PS4,
Injustice, great
3
fighting game.
games. Yeah.
I would like to get that Hitman trilogy though.
Yeah,
HD trilogy?
PS3.
Yeah, PS3, yeah. So for all you PS4 havers out there, get Injustice if you haven't already played it. And if you played it on the last gen,
Might
pick it
as
up
well
now.
get it. It's
Yeah,
free.
because it comes with all the new characters. That is Scorpion, Batgirl, Martian Manhunter, Lobo, and General Zod.
How's Zod? I never asked you.
He placed in tournaments. He was at first people thought he sucked, and then they realized that he didn't.
And then one person, like usual, everyone thinks they suck, and then one person comes in and just
He's like, "Hey
destroys
guys,
everybody.
you're doing it wrong." Bam. But Batgirl was great from the get-go. Like the second Batgirl came out, people were like, "Oh."
The freaking
Oh.
little grab thing.
No, not even that. It was just like her freaking 52% corner combo that was like 1 meter.
Well, like here.
Or Martian Manhunters.
Batman taught her wisely.
But I got a quick question about that. You think that this is the start of something in PlayStation? This is, I know you guys don't have the stigma, but you guys always say, oh, all the free games are like indie games.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first AAA game on the new consoles
Is it?
that are free. Like AAA game, yeah.
Mhm.
You think this is going to become a norm?
Wasn't Injustice a launch title for PS4?
Yeah,
Wasn't that come out like?
yeah.
Well,
Could this
I
be the norm?
I don't know. It
Soonish?
takes 3 things to make a pattern. So if they can do it next month, I'd say yeah. We're looking at something.
Still won't be as good as Resogun. That was free. The first month. And even if you didn't play it,
Yeah, Resogun will be a free game next month that they'll advertise.
God. Make it
For
free
free.
again so
Yeah.
everybody was stupid enough not to download it can download it. And Matt could get a chance because you didn't get your PS4 the first month, so I don't fault you for
I
that.
downloaded.
I fault
I
James.
did download a lot of AAA's. I mean,
You might as well
free games.
because as if you download
Can I
it.
go back and download them now? Then it's no
But if
more.
you just click download on them, you can delete them and then you always have it purchased. So
That's true. I should do that.
yeah, even if they suck, may as well.
Can't beat free.
You can.
Freemium?
You can
Another
beat
South
that.
Park shout out.
You can beat that.
Wonderoo.
South Park changing the world, making that's news, sort of. That's gaming news. They
Sort.
took free off of the freemium games. They put Get now.
Yeah, on all the apps that say free with the little plus sign, they had to change that because it was false advertising.
That's not the only thing that South Park's changed, but I digress. I'll not get into that. But you two know what I'm talking about.
Oh, we know.
Obviously.
No.
Yep. Number 5, Super Smash Bros. Wii U is now the fastest selling Wii U game in the United States.
Shocker.
Yeah, not a shocker.
Actually, a little bit.
You think?
No.
I could have.
Not one bit.
I made not because Mario Kart Wii was like the highest selling game. I figured maybe Mario Kart 8 would sell better than Smash because I thought that was a little more
I mean,
popular.
Mario
than
Kart
Smash.
8 has a huge casual audience. I think Smash is an even bigger one. I mean, clearly, but
Well, you got to remember, you got to look at it this way. The Wii, like I was telling you earlier, the Wii, the reason why that thing sold so well was because it was a thing that parents were picking up because they wanted to personally play it. Now they see the Wii U and they're like, oh. But they also looked at it back then, they're like, oh, Mario Kart, that's like a game almost anyone can recognize. They didn't obviously play Smash, so they probably picked up Mario Kart. Was like, that could be fun with the Wii U and all that stuff.
Plus, there's a lot more Wii U's in houses once Smash Bros. Came out.
Yeah, that did make it.
I'm actually strongly considering getting a Wii U again,
You should.
but I don't have that
Wii
kind
U
of
is
faith.
full on right now. It's
Treasure
really good.
Chode
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker? Probably. It looks so good.
It does look fun.
I did see a phenomenal bundle pack for Black Friday.
Oh yeah, like $300.
There was so many
Smash.
bundles.
Smash, freaking Super Mario World 3D Land, and freaking Donkey Kong Tropical
which is the
Freeze.
one you should have always gotten.
Yeah.
Speaking of Black Friday, I could throw this in there for a quick little news thing about the Black Friday sales. I saw a graph.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to post a graph. I don't know the exact, but they said like total console sales for Black Friday. Xbox One had 53% of total sales. PS4 had 31%. Then the rest of them were broken down.
Yeah.
I think the next one after that was Wii U, and then the others. But Xbox One dominated Black Friday. Dominated it.
I mean, every Black Friday, I go on the website, try to find good deals. Every site was full of like 4 or 5 different Xbox One bundles, and only one PS4 bundle, which was the $400 GTA 5 and Last of Us.
I still think
Which is
that's
a great
the
deal.
best
Yeah.
bundle.
Yeah,
but
which is a great deal.
shows Xbox. You know what? That just shows.
The Xbox didn't have any GTA freaking
No.
bundles?
But that just shows me.
Rockstar probably talked to Sony.
That shows me that, hey, whatever console's cheaper is
Yeah.
what people are going to buy. That's why I think Sony was, well, besides, I think their messaging is a little better, but that's why a big part of the reason PS4 has like been dominating. They dropped it. I am under the impression this is a permanent drop. I do not see, I don't see
$400?
$350.
$350.
No way they raise it back up 50
You don't
bucks.
think so?
Nope.
I
No
think it-
way you could do that. We're 2 months, $350. Then we're gonna hike it back up. Nope. Not when they see these sales. Nope. Staying.
Well, they
See?
did that for these sales.
I know, but they're after they see the
You
sales.
make a bold decision to do something like that. You don't sit there and think about, oh, I hope we do okay. No, they're saying,
No, I
oh,
know.
sky's the limit with
But
this one.
I just think there's no possible way they bring it back up to
Well,
400.
I mean, maybe they sold about the big ones that they needed, and now there's no need to have it like that. And if people buy it, they're going to buy it now. I mean, people buy the Xbox now because it's
Oh, yeah.
Christmas time. Now there's no holiday coming up that people are going to go on a fringe and buy these systems. These are what kids are looking forward to for Christmas. So yeah, to drop it down in price like that to make people want to buy that
But
over the
this
PS4. No one's going to be like,
is,
well, then what's the point? They know they're not going to sell
This
the
is the
Xbox
only
anymore
reason.
as much.
They
like
said-
did these 2 months.
This is the only reason I think it's not like a flash sale. This is like a long sale, like 2 months long
I
sale.
know, I get that, but it's
Yeah.
also in the 2 critical months where people are spending the most money.
Yeah. And not to mention with all Sony's exclusives coming out beginning of next year, I don't really see any Microsoft. They drop their exclusives now with Sunset and Halo and Forza Horizons 2. But in the beginning of next year, that keeping it $50 could keep them competitive.
We'll see. I
Yeah.
have no idea how that shit works.
But the final news item, number 6. I know Matt's a little salty about this. Dark Souls 2 is officially coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It will be called Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, 360, and PS3 on April 7th, 2015. It includes all 3 DLC packs for all the systems, but for only Xbox One and PS4, they have all new game content, including more enemies, different enemy placement, and an increased number of players allowed in multiplayer.
Also, some other changes that I found were they're going to be twerking item descriptions. They're going to be changing some NPCs and adding some NPCs. So that makes me think there's going to be something else in this to add on to the DLC. That's already.
I
Because
just
Scholar of the First Sin doesn't make any sense when you consider what the other DLCs were.
Added new game content. So that could be it.
But that twerking.
I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it.
I like I like the main thing I like about this, besides like the new enemies, but I like that they different enemy placement because part of being really good at Dark Souls, after you die a bunch, you know where all the guys are going to be. You're not going to get snuck up on. Now you could, even if how many times.
Now it's like, oh, I cleared this area. Oh, I know.
I'm sorry, they put a guy behind the door. I can't wait.
Tweaking the item descriptions, for those that play Dark Souls, they know that's where your story is in the item descriptions. So does that make you think that they're trying to really send some kind of message in this DLC?
I think it might be. I think it's really just something to clarify some,
because they're all about making it clear.
Well, yeah, because like some of these people will get anal. What does this mean? I don't know what this ring really meant.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to make it more vague.
Yeah, that's the ring of some guy that died.
Yeah, this was the ring of the Great One who. But was he great? That's Dark Souls item descriptions in a nutshell.
I'm a little thrown off by the release date though.
What was
Because
it?
obviously the main people that are going to be buying this are PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because PC,
PC.
yeah, yeah, but they're not getting like
For the
updated
content.
like
They're doing it for
graphics
content.
and stuff.
Also, did you mention the multiplayer mode?
Yeah,
Okay.
more
6
players.
people.
That's only
6
for
people
PS. That's
I know.
only
I was trying to sell
PS4.
Sean on that one. I was
Yeah.
like, Sean, we can PvP together. I was like, we gotta do this. He's like,
That's
"God,
not
you're right."
for PC though. That's only Xbox One and PS4.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just read it.
Well, PC I hear is like
The only thing that
bodies
the only thing
freaking
that-
360.
The only thing that PS3, 360, and PC are getting is they're getting
The
the
content
game
stuff.
with the DLC packs.
Yeah.
The added new game content, more enemies, and enemy displacement
Did they
is
say?
all just, and the multiplayer is
Did
just
they say a
PS4.
price range for this?
$60,
Oh.
probably. This is what my guess. I doubt they can make it more, but I don't get this release date.
I'll be rocking my
Because
new Hex.
I could see maybe for Xbox One owners and stuff, but PS4 owners, I mean, just in March, you got Bloodborne. People could get
Okay.
a little burnt
What
out.
else is there?
No, I'm saying, but From Software has Bloodborne March, then this in April.
Yeah.
So it's like they're competing with themselves.
They're really right close. They're sort of competing with themselves, and the fact that Bloodborne is going to sell amazing.
Yeah, but Bloodborne's only PS4.
I know, that's what I was saying. I know, except for Xbox One, but
People who got an Xbox One can't play that.
I know. I'm saying they could potentially lose out on sales because Dark Souls. It is a frustrating game, and I don't know if I'm going to jump right into it. That might be a game I wait until later. I don't know when all the games are going to be coming out next year, but I could push that back a few months.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm already starting to get a little bit of an itch to play Dark Souls 2 again.
I love it.
I really, really want to try out the whole Hex build. I really want to do that.
Do you want to make the game easy?
Yeah, I already went through it. Oh man, I almost
Oh.
won that one. I almost winning that one hard.
I will. I will get this game eventually.
I think we're gonna have to like put like PG-13 or something on this one.
No.
We're PG freedom of speech.
We're YOLO. Even though I do think we should cut down on cursing, which we haven't done at all.
Curse that.
Yeah,
we
we
did
don't
the
do
first
that.
few podcasts. We were dropping some bombs, but
Mostly you.
we're good. Yeah,
You're Salem.
I curse a lot.
You always
Say
gave
the
us a
F
look
word
before you
a
said
lot. I need to work on that. Now I got the beard. I just
You don't care anymore.
Yeah, I grew the mustache part of my beard out, and I
What
love
do you
it.
call them? Douchebag beards or whatever people say.
Well, his is.
You said I was rocking one before whenever I had that full beard going on.
Yeah,
You're like,
you're-
oh, you got that douchebag beard or something, or asshole beard?
Cursing.
Shit!
Alright.
Don't worry. Once we get better video editing technology, we can curse all we want. I'll just write down. I'll keep a timer. Write down the time. We can just bleep them out. But
That's so lame. That's freaking.
it's not. But
I think it's funnier when you bleep out curse words.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes like the cursing fun.
But we gotta make it a unique noise, kind of like Epic Mealtime, where they have the crow noise, like. "Brr!" So it sounds cool.
we could do Wario. Wow.
Something.
But on to YouTube or emailed in questions. If you have another one from Brian, I love that you sent this question because I have a lot to say about this
oh
one.
boy, I don't know what it is actually. I
Do
don't
you
remember.
think there will be consoles after Xbox One and PS4? And we all know what. I have a lot to say about that.
Oh.
Crumple up the paper, throw it away.
No, that's not the end of it. A little later.
Well,
I
just
feel like
go
I
ahead
should
and
go
say it.
last.
Oh,
I
Alright.
got a lot to say.
It's hard for me to choose. Honestly, my prediction is, I think that there's still going to be consoles, but honestly, and maybe it's more wishful thinking than reality, I think virtual reality is going to become the new thing, and I think
Like Oculus Rift.
yeah, like things like that, and it's all going to come down to is if Xbox and Microsoft and PS and Sony want to be on board with it.
Sony is. They got their Morpheus. Their own
Yeah,
little
so, but we don't know if they think that's going to fail or what.
It's probably going to fail.
So, well, yeah, everything has trial and error. But, yeah, I think virtual reality is where it's going.
I think that there's going to be more consoles from Sony and Microsoft, and I think that the original dream for what Xbox One was going to be that they all went back on will be the next console.
All digital.
It may not even have a disc tray in it.
All digital, baby.
But it's going to be a full marketplace, and it's still going to be a black box that's your Microsoft console to access their digital library of games or your own digital library of games. And Sony will have something similar, and that's what I think is going to happen. I think Nintendo, if they do release another console, will actually stay more traditional.
This is... Oh, can't wait for this. All right.
God.
This is... There will be one more round of consoles. One more. There will be PS5, whatever
X2.
Xbox is going to name it, Xbox 2, and hopefully Nintendo gets rid of the Wii thing. Just name it something new. Name it what you were going to name it. Name it Nintendo Revolution or something like that. I don't know.
Not too long.
I like it. But... I think... Or just call it like something like crazy. Like, I think the thing Nintendo is going to do is they're going...
What about the Nintendo Y?
No.
Wii.
Because they're just saying,
It's
why
gotta
are
be
you buying
Japanese.
this? Why are you buying this? I think they're going to go half and half with like, it's going to be more like a gamepad. It's going to be handheld that hooks up to your TV. And it's just like the gamepad.
My idea?
That's a pretty
What are you talking
wide idea.
I was
A lot of
saying
people
that I think Nintendo should just stop with the Wii and just put more towards the DS and make it more like you can play it at home, but just focus more on that. I think they make more money.
There will be the PS5 and Xbox 2. They'll probably have disc trays just for Blu-rays and stuff like that until that dies out too.
Yeah.
Digital will mainly take over that, but after those consoles, the last round, there will just be either a marketplace on your TV, smart TV, or just a box like an Apple TV or a Roku or something, where it's just the game marketplace. You have all of your games on there. You have the Halos next to the Uncharted's, next to the Marios, next to your great indie games.
So you're talking about like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo got together and said
No.
shaking hands
No.
and hugging and
No.
Sony will get
I'm
a profit
saying
off
that-
the game.
Yeah, I'm saying that they won't say, we're done with consoles, we're just going to put our games onto a marketplace, because they take big hits when they release consoles. They're going to say, you know what, we're just going to release all of our games, then they'll have all the games just on a marketplace, and that's what you pick a controller you like. They'll probably have like multiple variants of controllers. I do like the virtual reality, but I just with the way the Kinect and everything's been going, people want their controllers. I don't think controller will die out.
I truly think that a controller will be there, but it won't ever. But I truly feel like they're going to do their absolute best to do away with them. It's all motion censored. What do you think they've been doing with the Kinect and the Wii Motion and the PS Motion and all that stuff? That is all stuff to try and figure out what they can do to make it all next gen, make it that next step. They got to do, obviously, like you were even saying now, me and you were, Graham, sure Walt's not far off on thinking it too, is that they're kind of reaching their peak on their graphics. I don't think graphics are going to get that much better. And believe it or not, whenever virtual reality does come out, I'm going to tell you there's going to be a drop in graphics for a little bit until they can get it to work.
But that's the thing, I don't think virtual reality is going to seriously take over until we're pretty old.
I'm just telling you, it will be the next
Until there's like full virtual reality.
Me and Corey were watching that documentary, and they were showing a guy who was literally on this treadmill thing and was like playing like a Battlefield game.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know. Not for a while. But it could be. Who knows?
Oh, it's going to be another 15 years, but virtual reality in 15, that's how many years I think it'll take, and it'll be good.
But yeah, there will be other consoles after this.
Maybe sooner. 10 or 15 years, that's my call. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's it for the question. So
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Keep commenting. Tell your friends about us. So on to the random topic. It's my turn. I was just talking about this with Matt a little bit before we did this, so figured I'd do this because I'm curious about what your thing is. Game franchises that need to die.
Are we talking about like Rocksteady, or
no,
about
like games franchises that need to die? I have a decent amount. One of them kills me to say.
Oh
boy,
I wonder what that is.
Oh, you started off then.
I'll start off. Mario Party #1 needs to fucking die.
It already did die.
No, I don't know if it's been 100% dead yet because I think they released one, or planning on releasing one soon.
Would that be 11?
Oh Jesus, something like that, like 9 or no, something like that. Just they're boring now. No one wants to sit through them. That needs to die. The one that kills me the most to say, because I grew up with it. Sonic. They either need to just go back to what, like the 2D thing, and that's it. But
You didn't like hipster scarf Sonic?
no one did. Apparently, it was the lowest rated Sonic game. I think it made
that is
beat
a
out.
low bar.
It got like 4.5s. Wii U and
Or what was
3DS.
what was the guy that was yoked in this one?
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Sonic
Damn
is
it,
getting ruined. And it sucks. I hate it.
Is that it?
No, another one I'm thinking that might need to die just because I think it's just getting stale and it's too easy. I know it's for kids, but Kirby.
No,
Kirby
Kirby's
games, you
pretty
just sort of
successful.
drown
That
out.
Kirby Yarn game
I'm
got
not
pretty
gonna
good
lie.
review.
I like Kirby. I really
I never
do.
played one game from him.
I played the Game Boy
N64
game.
Kirby was where it was at.
I never.
No, wait, correction. I did play one on GameCube.
N64 Kirby was awesome. I'm not ready to give up on Kirby yet. I think it's got a kind of a cool little premise of taking the powers from the enemies you fight and then using them later.
See, I don't want to take like all your ideas. Just maybe if you have one.
Okay.
So I guess I got another one.
Name your
Alright,
big ones.
Another one. I don't know. I don't want to take it. Need for Speed.
Okay.
That needs to
I hadn't
die.
thought of that.
Yeah.
Alright. For me, Assassin's Creed.
Yes, even though it somehow people keep buying this annual, I think they need to
Because
die.
the last time the plot took like any forward momentum really was in Assassin's Creed 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those not keeping track, that was 3 Assassin's Creeds ago.
Has it been 3?
And that
Unity,
was.
Rogue, and then 4.
Oh.
And there's that Black Flag.
That's
oh, and then what was the PSP game where you played the
Liberation.
Yeah.
Liberation. That one was before it, I think.
Yeah, Liberation was after Ezio, but before Connor. And that game ended, and it had a huge, I'm not going to spoil it, but it had a huge step forward for the franchise to the point that I was like, damn, I am going to get the next Assassin's Creed game. And then I played Black Flag, and it didn't pay off at all. And now they are just milking
So you
it.
think that you hate that they got rid of like the whole Desmond Miles type like story and like what he's
No,
doing?
I don't care. They could have replaced it with something cool, but they didn't. They replaced it with game design. That's what they replaced it with. That's Rogue, that's Unity, and that's 4 is game design. And it's not cool anymore. It
Yeah.
was cool when it was Desmond and his crew trying to stay away from the Templars while they go back into the past to find secrets of where the treasure's buried in the present. That's pretty cool. It's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
And it feels. I mean, it is a yearly release game.
I thought they did that because they didn't give a
annualized.
shit anymore about
It
it.
feels like it. Yeah.
It's just like whatever.
It's like, yeah, but look, guys.
I like the
Now we're in France.
I like the
Yeah,
idea
so-
for Rogue.
I like the
How he
co-op
turns
thing.
Templar.
Yeah, that was
But
cool.
I'm sure they won't do it.
I'm hearing this new Assassin's Creed. A lot of people are liking it though. They like the co-op play.
I mean,
I hear it's working good.
I'm sure
people's
I
faces
know the
are
gameplay is solid as it gets.
Ugh.
The story.
But
That's the only reason I played Assassin's Creed was the great gameplay, and I was really intrigued by the story. I thought the story was so cool, and I don't anymore.
No, not the game. I hate the controls of the set.
For the most part,
so
they were. Yeah, there's a
clunky.
couple of times where like you try to jump on a ledge and you go backwards or something.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
my
it works.
reason is, I mean, I should be slapped for saying it, but it's just that when you play Assassin's Creed, I'm such a perfectionist on it. I feel like I gotta collect everything.
And now
it
they're
just
adding
takes
so much.
too much time.
They're adding hunting. They're adding
Yeah, it's
gathering.
just
they're
too much
adding,
time. But they gotta add something new, otherwise it's the same thing.
Yeah, and let's see. I got
I
Assassin's
agree with
Creed.
you though.
Assassin's Creed. This one, I'm a little, I don't know whether it needs to die, but Gears of War.
That was gonna be mine.
What they're bringing back, they're not rebooting it, but they're bringing Gears of War back, and they don't need it. Judgment was unnecessary. Like, Gears of War 3 ended really well, and if they wanted to make, like, I was thinking if they're going to make another Gears of War game, put it on, like, a different planet, a different setting, but it's still Gears of War. It's just a different, place, but with the same mechanics, which I could see them doing that, but they didn't. They're going to keep the story going. Why? Well, like, what happened? You beat the locusts. Everybody's safe. Except for...
He's safe where he's at.
He's in the safest place. And I might think of another one, but Matt, you have any?
As heartbreaking as it is, I gotta give it to Resident Evil. Needs to die. As much as I love Leon and Resident Evil 4, clearly Japan, they don't know what they're doing, and they're just like, maybe we should just make more people pissed off and keep on doing stuff they don't want to see even more, because then maybe they'll just accept it. But it's probably that for me, and then, I don't know, I was going to go on a big rant of Gears, but you kind of took my thunder.
Oh, that's right. You got one more?
I probably would say, you'll hate me, but I probably will say God of War. I think God of War
is dead.
Well,
Sony Santa Monica has been silent on what they're doing, so we'll see.
but then making a prequel recently,
Ascension?
yeah, and stuff like that. I honestly, it would be amazed to see how they could progress that story.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill the Roman gods now.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's gonna kill
what he's
Jupiter
gonna do.
and Mars and Venus and
I think PS3 should. I think God of War is finally done, and then also another one that needs to die, which I think it will die, but is the Kingdom Hearts. Like no more after 3. 3 needs to be done. They've taken way too long on what they've done. The bullshit that they've gone through. Die with 3, which I think they are.
Do you think we'll see some Kingdom Hearts 3 at E3?
Well, I know that I've been reading, which I'll kind of add this because it's a little bit of news I looked up. I was looking up some stuff on Final Fantasy and Square Enix, and Square Enix, they're kind of in a hole a little bit. I mean, they're not to say they're failing because Tomb Raider, they're doing amazing with that. But as far as Square Enix with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts included, because it's their genre too. But they need to just die. I mean, I think what they're doing with this, unless this one does something right and like totally brings it to what everyone wants, which I think what they're doing is they're going to make a Kingdom Hearts fighting. They're making a because every single video I watch, they're always saying makers of Kingdom Hearts, makers of Kingdom Hearts, makers of Kingdom Hearts. So they're saying all this stuff about all these different things. So I think what they're doing, and I'm already seeing, they're already showing a landscape of a big world map, which you saw them when they're all blowing out on the car.
Yes.
That's actually the world map that they're doing. So I think it's going to be Kingdom Hearts with old school Final Fantasy exploration.
That's the other franchise that needs to die. Final Fantasy needs
I don't
to die.
think so. Not necessarily die, even though I just said that. But
It needs to die. When you got your dudes rolling around.
it's not a franchise. It's not a franchise that are connected though.
Distance.
It's not a franchise that's
I
connected.
know.
The worlds are not connected in any way.
I know, but
That's like
Yeah,
saying
that
you're
was
going to kill off Elder Scrolls.
But they are connected though.
that's not gonna happen.
They are?
Yeah,
Loosely.
Okay, but very
In the way that
loosely.
Dark Souls 2 is connected to Dark Souls 1.
that's not gonna happen. Elder Scrolls is still amazing.
Let's see.
I don't
Other
know.
franchises that need to die. I don't know. Anybody? Anything?
Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur's got a dedicated fan base.
Really?
Yeah, they really
No.
do. Like, so
I'll
does
tell
Tekken.
you what needs to die. Honestly, I think
Alright,
what needs
let me
to
finish your
die.
sentence. Uncharted.
No,
I think that's the last Uncharted game, though.
it is.
Yeah.
Shit. Shit.
Honestly, and you guys are probably going to shoot me for it.
Alright.
Yeah, I know.
Metroid.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Metroid needs to die.
no.
Project M was absolute
That was the
garbage.
only
everyone
one.
keeps bitching about wanting to go to 2D and go back to the old school way. And then there's those Metroid Prime fans, and then they're like, "Oh, let's try and make it for everyone, and we'll please everyone." And now they're just pissing off everyone. It needs to die. They're not coming up with any unique ideas. They can't think of any good new villains. That's why they just keep having Ridley come back.
I like Ridley.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But that's all. Kraid, they still talk about Kraid, who's like the first boss you fight in Super Metroid.
I don't think that needs to die.
I think it does. They're not coming up with any unique ideas for it. Samus is like Star Fox now. It's kind of like, oh, it's Fox McCloud, Star Fox. Where's the new Star Fox game? They can't think of
In
anything.
creation right now, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but what did they do before that? They weren't doing anything. Now they're gonna finally do something with it.
Speed round. You have one game. You can't say any more than one game. What series needs to be revived? Go.
Oh God.
Jesus, what series needs to be revived?
Go.
Go
Let's
with
go.
that.
No.
Oh,
you.
Streets of Rage.
Oh, wild card choice right there.
Streets of Rage. Go.
Oh, whoa. This isn't about me.
This is about you.
All right. Jack and Daxter.
I don't agree with that one,
love
but
that. I love that.
God, it needs to be revived. Quake. Quake needs to
like
be
that.
revived.
It's not?
Nope.
It's been
They have a
while.
QuakeCon,
Yeah.
but they don't have Quake. Quake needs to be revived. Make it like Doom.
Okay.
See, I saw like what was going to be like a next gen Street Fighter game, Streets of Rage game.
Oh, I was like, whoa. This is.
It looked awesome. You can't deny it looked awesome.
Hopefully they don't change the game mechanics at all. Just
Yeah.
And also a fun Ninja Turtle game.
Who else needs to? I could see
Donatello's
get revived. I don't know if they gave up on it. The the Devil May Cry series that left off at 4. I don't know if they just stopped.
continuing.
Capcom's
They're going to make
Devil
two
May Cry?
different
Yeah,
ones.
good.
Because there's Ninja Theory's new reboot, and then Capcom's Devil May Cry, which ended in Devil May Cry 4.
It's going to continue. I heard that they're going to make 2 of them now.
There's no way that'll confuse the casual
Shout
audience.
out Earthworm Jim. Yeah,
You can say Toe and Jam as well?
Toe Jam and Earl. Awesome.
Toe
It was a
Jam
good
and
game.
Earl, whatever.
I enjoyed it. Maybe some Bomberman. Actually, no, that game was terrible to me. But yeah.
Bomberman 64, get out. You need to get out right now. There's your porch.
I'm not going to do that. But any other games you think of? No?
No? Stay tuned for our Game of the Year lists. We're going to be...
I released mine.
Yeah,
So
he's got his
far,
out.
my Game of the Year list is... my Game of the Year so far is Shovel Knight.
I really, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I have to look up and see what games came out this year.
That's fine. But,
If it
We're
GTA
gonna-
came out, yeah, GTA came
no,
out last year.
GTA 5 was Game of the Year last year for
Yeah.
a bunch of pieces. But, just remember that, we're going to have our own personal Games of the Year, and then we're going to do an official Live Through Games Game of the Year, where we're going to take our lists, do a little scoring system, and see if we can't get a unanimous decision from all 4 of us.
I think I have a guess at what it's going to be, but
I think I
hold
do
that
too.
off. Yeah. See, I already did mine. I think they're doing theirs soon. Games that I have not played yet that will be most likely be on my list: Dragon Age, Geometry Wars 3, Toad, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and I don't know if I put Smash. I don't know if I wrote that
Well, you
when
should.
I played it
Yeah,
or
you
not.
should.
So that's going to be in there too. But yeah, it's mine. Keep checking the blog. Keep subscribe to our YouTube. I'm going to start putting the videos on SoundCloud to download on MP3. And yeah, you guys got anything to add?
All good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening to Podcast Reload Episode 7. Keep gaming, guys.
Keep gaming.
Later.